Hello Aries, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower. Going from the 21st to the 27th of October. Interesting times, transformation of energies. You might have seen it on the energy update on our channel. There is definite different types of energy that is coming through at the moment, and we will be going into that and looking into how that is going to be affecting your flower in the coming future for this coming week here, and helping you to sort of like pinpoint how you can direct your energies, your emotions, and your physical efforts in life. But before that, we were going to be taking messages from the Astroflower with some tarot cards as well. So that's the Astroflower that's just in front of us here. Let's just see what's going on for you. This is the general energies. This is the energies that are coming through you at the moment. On the relationship side, there's this rising above it. Did we have that last week? I think we did. It seems to be a continual sort of thing within you, where you're encountering relationships and life emotionally, and this could be, you could be meeting someone on a very profound level. So like a past life connection sort of thing. That almost, it's like two waves coming together that makes both waves go even higher. So it's encouraging you to really live fully life by meeting this person, engaging with this person, as much as you're encouraging it within them. And on your financial side, I'm worth it. This is all I'm getting out of it. It's as if to sort of say you've done the necessary past sort of self. You've done the necessary sort of like education experiences. You've got all the paperwork done. You've got your CV done. You've got everything prepared, and it's like you're sort of saying, you're setting your worth in the world, which is really good thing to do. A good starting point when you want to get a job or a business or a project or so forth. The Four of Wands just wants to jump out. I'm taking it for the overall energies. This is about your plan coming together with another person's plan in a celebratory sort of way, often seen as a marriage card. And it certainly feels that way within your relationship side, which the energies that are coming from within you. It's also like putting your plan together with the plan of the outside world and showing the world your value and saying, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. So, I'm not gonna put up with anything less than that. That's what seems to be the overall energy that's flowing through you at the moment. Let's just see what's going on this relationship side. On the karmic path here, there's a it's being straight with everyone that is around you. Not that you're not straight. If anyone's straight in all the signs, I would say it's Aries. There's no messing around with Aries. I've got quite a few Aries around me, and there's no messing about with them. They tell you how it is. And if you're not ready to hear the truth, then sometimes don't listen to an Aries. But here it seems like here, within the world around you, it's just like you're being really open, being really frank with the world around you. And it's breeding a lot of fragrant interaction with other people that are around you. Seems to have a lot with flowers going on, with the connection with the people around you. You could meet someone, there could be just like a one carnation at the table when you happen to meet this person, and that's it. It signalizes that connection you have with someone. But in your past self, I think you've been through the ringer a bit, maybe in the past. And I'm not sure it's like yesterday. I think it's quite some time ago. It's still a little bit fresh, and it's like an old wound that if you poke it, it hurts. But it's like this time round, it's like, and if you're in a relationship or you want to take it to the next level, or within your family and your friends, you know how the situation is, so you're not going to provoke anything that's going to cause you problems. I wouldn't, I would learn from your past more than anything else. But in your future self here, this is fireworks. This is like a real celebration. Ties into this sort of energy here, and this is where I think you're meeting someone who has the same outlook, the same sort of morals, the same sort of modus operandi, working model. And it's like it just works so well for you, and it works so well for the pair of you. It's really, really nice. And the lessons that you learn out this week here, you never have to sell yourself when you're true. So when you're true to yourself, you don't have to sell yourself because it's just true. It's just the way it is. And that's the lesson. I think if you stick with that as a mantra, I think it's gonna open up a really good, deep connection with people that are around you. And on your karmic path, you get that sort of page of wands. So it's playing with your passions as well, and just being you, being childlike in a way, not doing childish things. But I almost feel like it's more of a case here of the childlike thing is more seeing the world with childlike eyes. That's the sort of sensation I get from it on that sort of side. On the connection to the world around you, I said it was a lot of flowers and stuff like that. I think it's provoking a lot of ideas within you that as you've gone through life, obviously you've had some really good times with some good people. We've always had some good times. And I think this is remembering those good times through that's giving a very fragrant future for you, and you're allowing all the good stuff to come through for a good sort of connection with people, with someone that is around you. It could be someone that you've known for a long time and you haven't seen them for ages, and all of a sudden they come back on the scene. That's very possible. But it's definitely an idea of sort of knowing the happiness that is within you. In your past, you get the moon. Yeah, as I said, I think there's some things here that you may not have had looked at completely in every sort of angle, but it's given you enough to make a decision and a plan about what you want out of a relationship. And I think the relationship is, for you, is really based upon the idea of no hold bars. No, there's no game. I'm not playing any games here. This is what I'm getting out of it. From the past, I've been taught not to bother, not to hide anything, to be open and upfront. And then in your future, you get the Two of Wands. What was I saying about the Four of Wands? It's like your Two of Wands are coming together with the Two of Wands of someone else, which is creating this whole sort of marriage scenario, this celebration, this connection with others. And yeah, there may be a bit of degree of traveling, but it could be a traveling in emotional sort of sense and really exploring avenues that are within you that you never really knew existed. And that's possibly what can come through from the moon as well, on that sort of side. But whatever it is, it's certainly it's a very joyous and wholesome energy that's coming through you in this week here. And out the top, you get the Wheel of Fortune for you. And what was the message that came through? So, it's driving your decisions, and the lessons you learn out of this week here is to open up to the idea of that actually my life could be a beautiful success in regards to relationships. There seems to be a profound connection with someone that is changing your view on happiness. And it's allowing you to explore life a lot more with the people that are around you, or the connections that you can have with someone that is around you. Let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. Karmic path is it goes straight up. It's really tied to the past as well. And I think this is what is breeding this idea of, calculating your self-worth and not accepting for second best more than anything else. And in the connection to the universe, or for the intuition or the sort of networking and that sort of thing. It's very, very straight here. And I think here is also a case of like where you might have been offered a job in the past that's kind of going, are you serious? This job promotion, are you serious? It's I'm worth a lot more than that. And I think this is where, if you stand in that position, you're actually going to open a lot more doors for you going forward. And certainly if you're doing it sort of like a business, that if you might have done a business in the past and it didn't quite work, but that could be a mitigated circumstances that were around you that you couldn't really avoid. And so it may not have been totally your fault here, but it's like it doesn't have to necessarily repeat it. And this time here, it's gonna work absolutely brilliant for you, or your business is going to take that advancement within you, and in your future self. There's a lot of heat. There's a lot of energy that's coming through here. It could be it's like you've gone for a job. Do I get it? Have I got it? Have I not got it? Have I not got it? Have I got it? And it's a little bit of anxiousness over your future, but I think you enjoy that. I think you enjoy that challenge, or you're going to enjoy that sort of challenge thing. I think you get good results out of it as well. I think there's a good result for you. And what's the lesson that comes out of this week here? Yeah, it is don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. Remind that to yourself. Don't sell yourself short. I think that's really good to have with you. Another marriage card. It could well be you're starting a business with a partner, with someone that you fall in love with. The Hierophant is a learned spiritual person, equivalent like the priest, and they've gone through a multitude of lessons, but they've certainly learned the idea of body, mind, and spirit. The Empress has learned the idea of spirit, mind, and body. And the Hierophant comes from the body aspect, the physical aspect of it all. And that's that stairwell there to get to that sort of star card there. The Hierophant knows the practices that you have to go through in order to get the results. And this is your self-knowledge. This is your worth. This is where you can really put a value on you in the world around you. And look at that. From the universal connection, this is a new way of connecting. This is a way of sort of saying, yeah, my value is this, and I'm not going to accept what you offered before. You're taking the Michael out of me. You're making fun of me, and making me. You think I'm an idiot. You think I'm going to accept that sort of offer there. I think this is where it's a whole new way of doing business for you, doing your career path and everything like that, because you're putting a lot more sort of value on you, which I think you should be doing. And I think it's been a long time coming. And look at that. You get the Empress card at the top there. The Empress card is very attractive. Look, she's got the moon at the back there. She's coming through the sun, and she's got the earth. So you've got the world here, and you've got the moon over on this side already. So you've got all these elements that are really tying in line with you. The world card here brings in all the elements from the universe that is around you, the fire, the earth, the air, and the water. And from your past experiences, you know how to use all of these different angles in order to get the best out of life. Certainly get the best out of the results out of your career path by setting that good value. More than anything else, by setting that good value in your future self. Yeah, I said there was a bit of stress involved in this. Did I get it? Have I got it? Not got it? And yeah, I think it's going to be stressful for you. This is on the financial side, so it's not on the relationship side. It's on the financial side. And the thing is with the Empress, about the Empress card here, and also the Hierophant, is that you've taken the emotions out of the situation. So it's going to cause you, in theory, a lot less stress in the future. But I think there is a degree of, did I get the job? Did I not get the job sort of scenario. does my business go through? Do I get the loan, or do I, it's that sort of thing. There's a little bit of stress of waiting around for that, but you've got to hold your nerve, I think, more than anything else. And out the top there, you get the 10 of wands. Be careful about what of trying to do too much. I think less is more here, and the more you can be sure about your values, about your value rather than your values, your value will actually allow you to concentrate on the things that are going to bring in the results. But I do think there is an anxious time coming up for you in regards to finances. I don't think it's a bad anxiousness, though. This is the funny thing. I think it's an anxiousness of, did I get the job or not? And if I didn't get that job, don't worry, because I've got another job that I want to apply for. I really don't think there's a catastrophic stress attached to it for the majority of people. I think it's a case of you really going into a whole new way of doing things in the financial world, which is on your terms and your conditions. Let's just see how the elements are affecting your flower and seeing where the energies are coming from on the sun. So this is the sun over the past week. We went into it in the energy update, and it was all about communication and water energy. And we can see this. There's the earth energy here. There's this earth energy here. There is also earth energy that's just going out of scene here, and that's that coronal holes. But the other thing, and which is the main dominating energy, is these filament energies that go across the sun here, and that's that water energy. That's that emotional energy as well. That could be creating a little bit of that stress there with the Three of Swords. But what the elements, the filament energy, which is the water, is not erupting in the direction of the earth. So it's actually filtering all the vibration that comes through. So it's giving a certain emotional or a communication optic to all the other vibrations. Now, there hasn't been a lot of solar flares. We can see the group that's going out there. It does kick off a few M flares, and there was an M flare, I think, that came off from there. Nothing really coming in our direction. But as we go through the week, this energy that you can see, this white energy that we can see here, that will be coming around about here and will be facing the earth around about Wednesday or Thursday. And as it does come through on the Wednesday and Thursday, this is where I think it could be having another change in the vibration that comes through from the air, from the sun, through the prana energy, through the earth, and through your chakra system and your aura. But let's just see how that's affecting your individual flower and see which elements that's actually touching at the moment. And let me just bring up, that was your flower. There it is. So I'm just trying to sort out my OBS. Okay, so you've got your cardinal energy here, and it's pure fire. Your pure fire sign. There's only 4, and your neighbor Pisces, they've got that pure water as well, which runs through you. And as I said, it's all about that water and being a little bit more sort of flexible in life, emotionally flexible. I think with yourself rather than the world around you. So this is where we saw here, where we had the Empress card around here and the Hierophant and the Three of Swords. I think this is where your flexibility within your emotions will allow you to deal with that stress as you go forward without it being too much of a problem. The other aspect is that emotional sort of like energy that goes up through you here. And this is where I think you're changing. This is where it changes for you. And that mutable allows you to be open to new relationships, new connections with people that could be on a very sort of deep level in regards to sort of like a past life connection and so forth. Now you do have that fixed earth that comes through you there, and I will say you do have that fixed, that cardinal earth that is in this direction here. As well. So it's giving you a certain direction within your relationship side of life and your connection with the world around you. And it's giving you a heads up of how to engage in order to get the best out of it. And when it comes up to the future here, and this is the point that I think we're going to be concentrating on, because we got the combination of the mutable water with the fixed earth, I think here is where the messages are being to be played in. And that's really in the here and now, and how you engage in this here and now that is around you. That fixed earth that's coming up through there from Taurus, your other neighbor, it gives you a quantification on, this is what the Two of Wands is all about, that planning and plan of action, which you are brilliant at, Aries. And it's putting it all into action. So let's just see what the messages are from that vibration as it comes through. Let's just pull a few cards on that crossing point that's underneath there. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands on one side with the Two of Wands. And on the other side, you get the Ten of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So this is where your mutable energies are causing you a little bit of stress. But actually, on your relationship side, those same mutable energies on the water side is bringing you a lot of openness. So let's just see with this fixed earth. Yeah, look at that. You know, you get the Knight of Pentacles. This is about you planting seeds for a brighter future. Very Capricorn thing, getting on and doing and creating, playing with that emotions and those passions in your life is going to change your fortune. And I would be looking for that in your life continuously. And then we get the Empress as well on that side as well. And this is where we get more into connecting with the mutable water that comes in from Pisces from that side. You know, she's got a control over her emotions here. And she's combining a lot of different elements together to make the results, to bring in the results, to give birth to a whole new world, as much as you are doing here on your financial side of life. But it's giving you that fixed thing with the Knight of Pentacles, where you're planting seeds that you know is going to give you a certain fruit. And this gives you a certain control over your relationship side of life. On your financial side, this couldn't be in contrast. This couldn't be more in contrast. As I said, I think this stress here is a good stress. Did I get the job or not? And I think I think you've got a good chance of getting that happiness after difficulty. After that moment of stress of starting that business, you're going to get the good results. With the Nine of Wands that are at the top, which is helping you a lot with that Ten of Wands, which is in the decisions that you're making or the lessons that you're learning from this week here. You're taking that on. You're creating those healthy boundaries through the information of the Eight of Wands that is behind this person, and they're taking that one wand on. And it's like you're taking the passion in your life and you're starting to follow your passions into good results for you in your financial world. But it is about you giving your own value. And I think that's what the healthy boundaries are there all about. Okay, so there you go, Aries. Thanking you very much for being here with us. Hope you get the best out of these readings. I will see you on the energy update, which will be about my head at some point. And if not, I'll see you here for another reading. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.